The other thing I wanted to tell you was that I was introduced to this wonderful thing by Robin, and we all had a lot of fun playing it. And she said, "Oh my God, look how wonderful this is," and so on. And she told me about somebody who's on YouTube that will give you a lot more ideas, both about materials and also how you can use the texture papers that you have created here.
And what's her name?
Her name is Kathy Taylor, and you spell it C-A, not K, but C-A-T-H-Y, and Taylor, the way it sounds, T-A-Y-L-O-R. And what I found is I Googled this morning, Kathy Taylor YouTube, and then I got all these videos, and she's got like 4 different videos on this. The first one is basically what we did today. The second one is on how to use different things with it. So I'm going to show you very quickly some things that I have done and also that I'm planning to do. And then Robin and Maxine have done some interesting things with it as well. This is something that I really liked. It kind of looks like a face to me. This is an old one that I've done, okay? So what I did was I got a magazine picture from Glamour magazine. She looked like she had the right expression. I photocopied it and I made it smaller, so I thought it would work. And I basically traced it onto here, okay? What Kathy Taylor taught me this morning was, I didn't want her to look like she had some kind of terrible disease on her face. So one of the things you can do is you can take Citrusol after, even when it's dry, and just wipe out any areas that you don't want the texture of.
A brush?
And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this, and after I do this, no, you can use a little piece of paper towel, or you know, and I want to wipe out the citrus face. And I've already drawn in the eyes and the mouth and the nose, as you can see. And then I can paint onto it, and that's what one of the is something called acrylic ink, not acrylic ink, okay? Now, some of us have India ink, and I know Maxine said she wanted to experiment with India ink.
India ink is going to be black.
Exactly.
But I would use it to trace parts or to outline parts or to draw on it and use the background as
But this also comes in black and white. I don't have have any.
Comes in a lot of
All
colors.
kinds of wonderful
I have a
colors
whole
here.
bunch, too.
Oh, here's a white one, and you can paint on top of the stuff that you've done here. Like if I wanted to put a little bit of white highlights on where her scarf is, or what looks like her scarf to me,
yeah,
I can
certainly
put
does.
some on there, okay? So the paper's there.
Probably under
All
the
right.
bag.
So what you can do with stencils is that you put the stencil on the paper, and we'll do this on Monday, I'll show you again. And you can use a little piece of paper towel or a cotton ball or anything, you know, like that. And you just, with Citrusol, wipe out the spaces. And then you lift it and it comes out.
You did of the trees?
That well.
Do you have an example of the ones that you did with
Them. So what I'm going to do, what I have in mind is, I'm going to put these on a canvas.
How come it's shiny?
They all,
It's
that's
all
how they
National
dry,
Geographic,
they dry
yeah.
shiny.
I love it.
Okay, and I'm going to do like a
Oh, that's
whole series
beautiful.
of them,
Wow.
you know? So that sometimes it works out, like I thought the colors went kind of well together, so I did the trees on ones that were similar. But you can do any kind of stencil, and even something like this, which would be kind of interesting, you know, like a
Yeah, maybe you'll do
stencil.
when you
And I,
Better than Jeanette.
by the way, if there's a page that you weren't that crazy about, but is quite dark, and you want to create a texture, you can take a texture stencil. They have ones like this, they have one, or even something like this, after the fact, and you can do the same thing. You can just remove the Citrusol out of it after that, okay? Now, I'm going to turn the floor over to my...
So this is one of them that I did thing, and I just used it on the cover. And I used, like I collect sayings and things that I like to. So these are a couple of the ones that I use, but I think what I'm going to do now is take stencils and go back into them and play with it a little more. But I use